It's 1998 and the internet is a clunky, chaotic place. You're typing keywords into Alta Vista or Yahoo, hoping to find something useful among a sea of irrelevant links. Then two Stanford PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, launch a game changer, Google, a clean, lightning-fast search engine that actually works. Fast forward to today, Google isn't just a search engine, it's a global tech empire. But with great power comes great scrutiny. From antitrust battles to AI threats, Google's stock has taken a hit. Is the king of search in trouble, or is there more to the story? Let's dive in. Back in the late 90s, the internet was a battleground for search engines. Yahoo was the big name, a curated directory of websites. Microsoft had MSN Search, and others like Lycos and Alta Vista were in the mix. Google's secret sauce was its PageRank algorithm, a system that ranked websites based on their relevance and authority, not just keywords. By 2000, Google was handling 18 million searches a day. By 2010, it had crushed the competition, commanding over 90% of the global search market. Microsoft's Bing and Yahoo tried to keep up, but Google's simplicity, speed, and accuracy made it the go-to. Today, Google processes over 8.5 billion searches daily, a testament to its unmatched dominance. For years, Google's lead in search seemed untouchable, but in 2020, the U.S. Department of Justice came knocking, filing an antitrust lawsuit accusing Google of monopolistic practices in search and advertising. The DOJ claimed Google's deals, like paying Apple billions to be the default search engine on Safari, stifled competition. In 2024, a judge ruled against Google, and by mid-2025, there's talk of forcing Google to sell Chrome, the browser baked into Android phones. Apple has stopped using Google as Safari's default search engine for the first time in 22 years, a move that's rattled investors. Sentiment is sour, and the market's pricing in pessimism. As if legal battles weren't enough, Google's facing a new challenge: artificial intelligence. AI-powered tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and xAI's Grok are shaking up the search landscape. These platforms don't just give you links, they provide direct answers, often faster and more conversational than Google's traditional results. Social media is buzzing with users saying they've ditched Google, claiming its blue link economy, that list of clickable links, is outdated. In a bombshell statement, Apple's Eddie Q revealed that Google searches on Safari dropped in 2024, the first decline in over 2 decades. ChatGPT is even planning to build its own browser to grab more market share. Posts on X estimate Google's search share has slipped from 98% to 92% in just a year, with ChatGPT now at 6.2%. It feels like Google's empire is crumbling, but is it really? Let's fact-check all these accusations. The idea that Google is just a blue link economy is a misconception. Google's search engine has evolved far beyond a list of links. Type in a celebrity's name and you'll get a detailed panel with their bio, photos, and recent news. Search for a topic and Google's AI overview delivers a concise answer, pulling from multiple sources in real time. Sundar Pichai, Google's CEO, stated in 2025 that 1.5 billion people use AI overviews monthly. Despite the competition, Google's search volume is still growing, with 8.5 billion daily queries. The narrative that Google's stuck in the past doesn't hold up when you look at how it's innovating. If Google's a monopoly, it's a strange one. Competition from ChatGPT, Perplexity, and others is chipping away at its market share, proving the search market isn't as locked up as the DOJ claims. Google's fighting back with its own AI, like Gemini, which powers conversational search and rivals ChatGPT in capability. Google also has VO3, an AI video generator creating hyper-realistic content that's turning heads. The DOJ's remedy decision is set for August 2025, and Google could argue that a thriving, competitive landscape undermines the monopoly label. Losing Apple's default search deal hurts, but Google's AI investments show it's not becoming complacent. The company's adapting, and it has the tech to stay in the game. Google isn't just search, it's a diversified tech giant. First, there's YouTube, the world's largest streaming platform. According to Nielsen, YouTube averages 7 million viewers watching on TV sets at any given moment, outpacing Netflix's 4.7 million. Analysts at MoffettNathanson estimate YouTube's standalone valuation at $475 to $550 billion, driven by YouTube TV's 8 million subscribers and 125 million for YouTube Music and Premium. Next, Google Cloud is the third largest cloud provider behind AWS and Microsoft Azure. In Q1 2025, Google Cloud's revenue reached $12.3 billion, up 28% year over year, with margins at 17.8%. AWS leads with a 32% market share, followed by Azure at 23% and Google Cloud at 12% per Synergy Research. Analysts value Google Cloud at $434 billion to $682 billion. These businesses alone could justify most of Google's $2.2 trillion market cap. While Tesla's robo-taxi hype has driven its sky-high valuation, Google's Waymo is quietly leading the race. In April 2025, Waymo completed 250,000 paid robo-taxi rides weekly, a seven-fold increase from 2023. With expansions planned for Las Vegas and Miami by year-end, Waymo's valued at $45 billion but could be worth far more by 2030, with estimates of capturing 10% of the U.S. rideshare market. Tesla's stock thrives on promises, but Waymo's delivering results now. So is Google in deep trouble? At a forward PE of 19, Google's stock is a steal compared to Microsoft's 33, Amazon's 35, or even the S&P 500's 22. The market's pricing in too much fear, from DOJ rulings to AI competition. But Google's search is growing, its AI is competitive, and YouTube and Google Cloud could carry most of its $2.2 trillion valuation alone. Waymo's just icing on the cake. The headwinds Google faces could soon turn into tailwinds. Google's story isn't one of decline, it's one of relentless innovation and unmatched resilience. The market may be sleeping on Google, pricing in far too much doubt for a company with such a commanding lead in search, cutting-edge AI like Gemini and VO3, and powerhouse businesses like YouTube, Google Cloud, and Waymo. This is a company that's not just keeping up, but setting the pace for the future of tech. As the world keeps searching, creating, and moving forward, Google's poised to stay at the forefront, turning today's challenges into tomorrow's triumphs.